We are here in Townfield Park. We're celebrating a brand new playground, a large investment right behind you with the water feature playground. We also have Dunkin' Donuts here, who is our sponsor, giving out free donuts, iced coffee, as well as at Star Market is giving away fresh fruit underneath the green tent here. So make sure you stop by and visit them as well. One of our initiatives through the mayor's office is try to get City Hall out of City Hall and into the neighborhoods. So we are here in Dorchester to connect with you. There is departments here at all different tables giving out some great swag and materials. So I encourage you to visit all the tables going around through that. There's also free plants grown from seed at the City of Boston greenhouse here. I want to thank the hardworking men and women of the Boston Parks Department that clean this park and the parks in Dorchester, as well as the team at All Dorchester Sports and Leadership right behind us in this building. They are here daily helping us clean, pick up, and program this park. So to Candace and her team, thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. This weekend is the annual Mother's Day Walk for Peace right here in Townfield, so we'd love to see you out here on Sunday to be part of that celebration. And another initiative we're trying to do, you'll see this summer, is to try to go back to the basics. We are in a livable city, and we want to make sure we have the basics for kids, so teaching them how to swim, teaching kids how to bike, teaching them to get their hands dirty out in the parks and planting, getting them on a sports team, being part of a team, and getting them engaged with the arts. So that's something that you will see throughout the summer, the whole season. We also have our summer guide underneath the green tent over there, all free concerts, movies, workshops all throughout the park, so make sure you visit that. There are a lot of liaisons in Dorchester that represent you and are your connection to city services and to the mayor's office. So I want to bring one up and they'll bring up the rest. So please welcome your Dorchester O&S coordinator, Ross Cochran.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Dorchester. How's everyone doing? We can all breathe easy. It's nice and sunny. Going to be a good day. Nice weather, and the Celtics won last night, thankfully. So my blood pressure is pretty low. Are you coming up? I want to thank you all for coming out this morning. It means a lot to Ashley and I that you all showed up. It means a lot to the mayor. It means a lot to this administration. I want to first thank all the elected officials that have shown up. Commissioner Woods, thank you. The police department, thank you so much for showing up today. Commissioner Burke of the Boston Fire Department, thank you so much. Chief Franklin and Commissioner Hooley, thank you all for being here this morning. Sorry, my papers are flying everywhere. I want to thank everyone from all across Dorchester I want to thank everyone from all across Dorchester from showing up today, from Savin Hill, Port Norfolk, Neponset, Kings Square, Franklin Field South, Ashmont Hill, Lower Mills, Cedar Grove, Clam Point, St. Mark's, all the Ashmonts. Thank you all for showing up today. Meeting House Hill, yeah. In the house, thank you.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Ashley Gomes. I'm your Mid-Dorchester liaison. I'm so happy to be here today. I want to thank Mayor Wu and the community engagement leaders of our cabinet, Chief Brianna Malor and our executive director Enrique Pepin. We're so proud to represent one of the largest neighborhoods within the city of Boston, and I'm so glad to be here.
You're going to go into your wings for the neighborhood?
I also want to shout out some of the amazing communities I engage with. Fields Corner, Meeting House Hill, Upham's Corner, Greater Bowdoin Geneva Main Streets, along with the Cape Verdean Association, Jones Hill Association, United Neighbors, Four Corners, and Codman Square. I would also like to highlight a few mid-dot wins. The Upham's Corner neighborhood recently secured $200,000 in grants to support the Strand Theater to expand evening programming within the summer. These grants will allow for the community to enjoy the Strand Theater during the summer. I can't wait to see all the performances to come. As for 311, over the past year, we were able to close more than 43,000 cases from Dorchester constituents. For example, 3,000 were cleaning and 624 potholes since last year. More to come. I also encourage you all to keep using 311. You can actually pull out your phone, download the app for all your city needs and requests. In addition, we were also able to secure 2 BPD walking beat officers on Bowdoin Street, Geneva for community safety. We're also excited to bring back Open Streets this year on September 17th. In concluding, I would like to introduce our city's first Cape Verdean liaison, Alize Cabral.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Happy to be here alongside you guys in the community of Fields Corner. So again, thank you for introducing me, Ashley. My name is Alize Cabral. I'm the first Cape Verdean Culture Liaison for the Mayor's Office. And I just want to say I've had a blast so far in the position with the community, going to meetings, going to events, engaging in any way that I can. And I will be at the Cape Verdean Association twice a month on Bolden Street, so that constituents can come meet with me, ask me a question, share any concerns, and just see how they can engage in the city and learn more about the city. So I look forward to it. And now, without further ado, the Vietnamese Culture Liaison, Kevin Tran.
Hi, everybody. If you guys don't know me, my name is Kevin. I am the Vietnamese Cultural Liaison for Mayor Wu. I just want to say thanks to Ross, Ashley, and Alize, and also to our director, Enrique Pepin. I just want to talk about some wins that we also had. As you guys may know, Boston is a very diverse community. The mayor has helped the Vietnamese American Civic Association with $12,000 to help promote access to citizenship. This fund will help members in Vietnamese community with individual and group mock interview while applying for citizenships. And the second one is they made 311 very accessible to everybody. They came up with 11 different languages. So Ergi, she's a director for 311. She's around here somewhere. If you guys want, you guys can reach out to her and she'll tell you more about 311. And further ado, I will introduce you to Mayor Wu.
Good morning, Dorchester. It's so nice to see you all. It does seem like it's always sunny and warm in Dorchester. It's a beautiful day. Thank you for coming out and spending some time with us. I also want to make sure we give a big thank you to our DJ, Coach Chris Lowry from ADSL's volunteering today to make sure that everyone is having a good time and meeting neighbors and community. As you can hear, this year's coffee hour is a little bit different. We have the same incredible Parks Department and the same incredible city staff who have been organizing these events in every neighborhood. We have our little potted gifts to everyone that have taken months to grow from seed. But we also wanted to make sure that each neighborhood got a little taste of the information that is specific to this area. And so you, can I get a big round of applause for all of our liaisons as well? They are really the hardest working, boots on the ground champions for neighbors and for residents within City Hall, bringing together all different city departments to get things done and report back. So as you heard, there's a lot happening in Dorchester and all different parts of Dorchester. We're proud to be renovating buildings and building new community spots and making sure that funding is going to arts and community and planning overall. We know that this area is under a lot of stress in terms of housing prices and the way that development has been coming through and whether that is actually connected to everything fitting together as a whole rather than one by one. And so we have some big efforts happening on the planning side to make sure that every resident will have what they need. We have our new director of the Planning Advisory Council I see here, Catherine. Welcome to the team and welcome to Dorchester. We have folks who are running our Green New Deal and climate efforts, our streets cabinet, all of our public safety officials from Chief of EMS and police and fire. And thank you, Captain Burns, and everyone from BPD, everyone from the fire department who's here. Our library system, thank you, David Leonard. We are rebuilding in Fields Corner and making sure that we can deliver library services on Saturdays across the entire city as well. And we want to keep expanding that because this is part of our commitment that Boston will be the greenest city in America and the city where it's the best place to raise a family, a multi-generational family taking care of every generation. So I wanted to just, part of this also, we had put out a survey ahead of time to see what you all wanted to hear about. We heard a lot of the same pressures around housing, around transportation, and then there was some space for questions too. So I'm going to just take two of the questions that were submitted, and if you didn't get an answer and you submitted your contact information, we try to make sure that you get that response directly afterwards as well. But the first one comes from Danielle. Does the city track where car accidents happen? There have been several at an intersection across the street from my apartment, and it makes me feel very unsafe, especially when I'm with my child. I put in a request for an additional stop sign or some other means to reduce these common accidents, but it was immediately closed. I really want to feel safe in my neighborhood. So safety for all road users, for pedestrians, for cyclists, for drivers as well. This is at the top of our list. There's a lot of funding in the budget this year to make sure that we can get, sometimes they feel like small improvements, like a speed hump or a crosswalk or just something that already exists but has been deteriorating and needs to be fixed up. We have some funding in the budget for that this year. We also just wanted to take a different approach so that we're really getting into more neighborhoods rather than doing just a couple at a time for a long period of time when there's such great need across the city. So our chief of streets is here. Yasha is right over here. Thank you for your leadership. We will try to get in touch with Danielle to figure out where you live exactly so we can look into this particular intersection. But overall, in terms of street safety, this is a priority, and we're thinking corridor by corridor, Main Streets District by Main Streets District, and neighborhoods across the city so that we can better provide that infrastructure everywhere. Dorchester has some of the bigger projects that are under study or underway, whether it's Morrissey Boulevard up into K Circle or Mass Ave as it heads down in this direction. And we know Dorchester Ave is another place where we really need to take a hard look at how everyone can be safe, especially as more and more people are coming into the city. Okay, the second question was, what and why is the mayor giving developers free reign to every vacant spot in Dorchester while talking environment, sustainability, and green spaces? So this comes from Deborah. Thank you so much for raising this issue about development and how it fits with all the various needs that we have. Every generation has to make hard decisions about trade-offs, right? When there's open space, does it stay open space for the next generation and this one, or does it become badly needed affordable housing, for example, or some other use, or a school, or something like that? And so this is a conversation that we can't have with me in my head by myself at City Hall, or the planning department, or the developers, certainly. This needs to be built on planning, and we are in the process of wrapping up 4 of the remaining neighborhood planning processes across the city: Charlestown, Mattapan, downtown, and East Boston, while then moving quickly to a more corridor and targeted approach where we'll be able to hit more neighborhoods in a faster way. And Dorchester is certainly on the list, as we will get into that area, thinking about Fields Corner, Upham's Corner, and some of the places where there's already been a lot of community rallying and effort around what is needed and how development should be able to help deliver some of those resources. But again, if Deborah has a specific parcel that you're talking about, or a specific lot, we're trying to balance a lot. But if you let us know what you're thinking about, we could probably get a more detailed answer to you. In the places where we have city-owned land, or we have vacant lots that have been sitting there for a while, we are looking to evaluate housing as a top need while we continue to preserve and make sure our open spaces are beautiful. Boston is a growing city, and if we don't boost our housing production, if we don't add more housing to what is already here, we are going to continue to see prices going up. Sometimes these are smaller changes, like, I don't want to get too technical here, but accessory dwelling units, what are sometimes called ADUs, are a way, if you think of it as a granny apartment or an in-law apartment, these are sometimes an extra side garage or a small addition or a basement unit that, frankly, sometimes people have already been doing, but not licensed and not fully safe. These are often a good way for multi-generational families to stay together also, to have the support that in this neighborhood, if you go back a couple decades, there were many, many families living in triple-deckers with all different generations together. We've seen the city and society move away from that as housing prices have gone up. So we want to help people stay in their homes. We want to help families and communities stay together, and housing is going to be a big focus on making that happen. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. I'm so grateful to work alongside this incredible city team, city workers. Your liaisons are the best, and they're working so hard to make sure that we represent every part of Dorchester. We have a lot of great work happening, and it doesn't happen without you, first and foremost. All right, now we have the Duncan raffle. So thank you to our partner, Duncan. The raffle goes to Jessica Almeida. Jessica, are you still here? Come on up if you are. If not, we'll email you because we have your contact information.
And we welcome people to join us. We're going to be cutting a ribbon today on our brand new $1.2 million renovation of this playground here, designed by the team at Weston and Sampson and contracted by Nelm. So we're excited. It's a great place for kids, an awesome water feature right in the middle. So another way to cool off here with these hot summer temperatures. So thanks for joining us out here, and enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, guys.